Game Demo!
Hey everyone, and welcome to our daily demo. We have two special guests with us today, Tim Schafer, Lee Petty, here to show us stacking in the new DLC.
Yes, called the Lost Hobo King.
The Lost Hobo King. So tell us about the DLC.
It is a DLC that involves a story involving Charlie and his friend Levi, the hobo, who was the further adventures of Levi, the hobo, and Charlie. And Levi was a character in the main game who sort of maintained the secret hideout and helped Charlie at the end of the game in a very pivotal way. And in this DLC, he's asked for Charlie's help because his uncle, who is named Rufus Riken, is an heir to the hobo throne. They believe they've discovered the lost kingdom of Camelfoot, which is where the last hobo king was rumored to have left his crown. So we've arrived, and we'll see this sort of flyby here of the town. And one of the things we wanted to do with this expansion is show kind of a part of the world that people didn't get to see in the main game of stacking. So we really wanted to go and flesh out this whole world of hobo that was sort of talked about on the periphery of stacking, but and also we're doing these sort of outdoor town environments, whereas the majority of stacking was kind of based in vehicles. So we're trying to give players a little something different here. We see Charlie again, who's the smallest, still the smallest doll in the world.
He's back.
There he is. And so what you actually have to do is you have to pass these 3 tests of valor that the ancient hobo blacksmiths have left, or hobo mystics have left, to awaken the hobo blacksmiths who are going to reforge the crown. And we should show them a mystic. We have these old guys walking around with these little, you'll see there's one over there.
I love you just jump into somebody.
Yeah, you're missing there.
Oh.
So she looks around. So we've got these guys here. These are the hobo mystics. And one of the things that we wanted to do to give the player is a new way to kind of learn about the world, some of the backstory. So there's a lot of these little hobo markings that are all around the world. But if you go up to kind of some of the bigger ones on scrolls and you do your power, it'll actually reveal a hint about the game for you. So these guys, the idea is that these are the ancient guys, versed in the ways, the true believers of the king, and they can read these runes and give the player hints of where to find certain things. So Tim's kind of wandered into one of the challenge areas here. And Unplanned.
Yeah, unplanned.
And this is one of the tests of valor that you have to pass. And it's, see a little bird walking across there, and this sort of boxcar house stands up. And this is an ancient test left that you have to get in that house. But what happens is whenever anyone crosses this sort of rune rug here, the house stands up and you can't get inside of it.
Which is fun throwback to Russian folklore, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, the inspiration for the house is, since these are Russian dolls, we look back to some of the Russian fairy tales for inspiration. And there is this story of this witch called the Baba Yaga. And she has this chicken-footed house that when you get near it, if you approach it from a certain side of the forest, will stand up and you can't get in it. So we've sort of adapted that into this sort of boxcar hobo crone house.
Never read that one.
I'm not going to talk about this guy.
Yeah, that guy's the surprise. Everyone noticed the panda.
Show him and not talk about him.
So we're walking down this sort of tunnel, which is constructed like inside of a tin can. And you can sort of look at that and see what that reveals to us. So it's still
stinky people down this way.
Stinky people this way.
I like the lighting down here.
Yeah, so this is our homage to German expressionist film in here. So you kind of come into this area and you get a little fly through. And ghouls. We have ghouls, that's right. Since everyone else did zombie packs, we are like, we can one-up that totally. We can do ghoul packs.
Ghouls, not
dolls.
zombies.
Yeah, because zombies eat the living, ghouls eat the dead, so it's kind of like zombies extreme.
We switched it up on everyone.
Yeah.
Like, you can have your zombies. These guys are going to eat wooden dolls, so they have to be ghoul. That's not alive.
So you have to get through all these ghouls.
So this is one of our challenges.
Sure, I can just walk through
6 different solutions.
Oh, wait.
Oh, there's 6 ways to.
Why don't you go out and get the cheese guy? Show that. So if you go in there with some random person, they'll go after you. So what we wanted to do is introduce a little bit. Some of our challenges have a little more. They'll bite you.
Oh.
And this guy drags you out. He's a big mystic.
Saved.
But what you can do in what we wanted to do with this particular challenge was introduce a little more skill-based gameplay in stacking. So it's not all just puzzle solving. That this one requires some faster reflexes and some timing to get through this particular challenge.
Oh, okay, I see.
And one of the guys that Tim found here is this cheese vendor, this particularly pungent cheese vendor.
Well,
and
that is stinky cheese.
He does have stinky cheese.
I like how it's got like the stink of death on it. Okay.
It does. Yeah. So these ghouls will kind of come after you, but if you throw cheese, it'll kind of keep them at bay. So you can kind of like, if you time it right, you can kind of make your way through here by deterring them with your stinky cheese.
That's so funny.
It's a good practical tip too for if this situation ever comes up in your life.
Yeah, so if you ever come across any ghouls, just
Yeah.
come armed with lots of stinky cheese.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if there's anything that smells worse than death, it's Stilton. Any of the blue cheese family, really, but
Although I heard you eat blue cheese with butter and it doesn't taste good.
really. Well, I guess my thought on that is you could eat just about anything with butter, and
That's
it'd
true.
improve.
It'd improve anything.
So Tim's kind of gotten past the ghouls, and he's gonna jumps into this thing and pumps open the gate so he can kind of continue on his way.
All right. So roughly how long is the game, the add-on?
Well, it's you know, and it's one sort of fleshed out
it's late
town.
with my cheese.
With we have 3 challenges in that. And each of those challenges has multiple solutions. When we're looking here, 6 different solutions.
Okay.
We have I think it's 15 or more unique dolls to find, and a full 10 hijinks. So it's about I don't know, maybe about a third of what the main game was. You know, it's a pretty complete level. And it's
chunk.
all 100% new assets and everything. So all the dolls are made from scratch with all new abilities and everything like that.
All right, awesome. So when's the game coming out and what platform?
The game is out today on PSN, and it comes out tomorrow, Wednesday, on XBLA.
All right, great. Well, thank you guys both for coming by and showing it to us.
Thanks for having us. I'm really focusing on
He's really
cheese right now.
focused.
He's,
So going.
yeah, once you get started on cheese, there's no going back.
All right, and that was our look at the Lost Hobo King. Now on the rest of the show.